Dear happy listeners of uninterrupted music, do you too have often trouble with speakers vanishing from your Sonos network by either disappearing, you don't hear them anymore, either single speakers or speaker pairs, or they don't even appear on your music app? Then this is the place to be. And if you additionally want to save $100 for the Sonos Boost, this is even more the place to be. Because all you need to solve this problem, this trouble, is an Ethernet patch cable. Reason for this behavior is that if the Sonos system is operated normally without a bridge or a boost with the Wi-Fi, it seems to be in a sort of kind of compatibility mode. And this does not seem to be able to deal with the high recommendations to synchronity between the speakers. And originally, Sonos, I assume, did not mean to do that because the speakers were operated through a Sonos bridge, which created this Sonos net or Sonos mesh. So everything was fine that time. But due to Internet of Things and pressure of the community, Sonos released 2014 with a 5.1 update, a mode to actually be able to connect your speakers directly to your Wi-Fi and yeah, operate it without a bridge or a Sonos Boost. And also the Wi-Fi standard has improved in that time. So this was basically possible.
So, and this is what my life of suffering looks like. In the beginning, there were smartphones, then a printer, a tablet, a PC, and a laptop, and the first smart TV. Plus, of course, a pair of Sonos speakers. Everything worked pretty well via a router in the basement. Signal strength was fairly well. Competition was low from the neighbors. Over time, however, there were also Wi-Fi sockets, surveillance cameras, a NAS, a robot vacuum cleaner, front door opener and garage door opener. Likewise, also I activated the guest network. Yeah, it's not bad to be amazed when you look at what devices are logging into your router. So if you want to check your router and look what devices are logging in there, it's amazing how many these are. Yeah, so and the journey with Sonos continues, of course. So 2 additional pairs of speakers because it has proven successfully up to this point. Yeah. But this resulted in Daddy, the Wi-Fi sucks, the printer has gone bonkers, Netflix is broken, I can't turn on music in the garden, the music in the kitchen keeps going off and on, and so on and so on. As a remedy, I tried adding the 5 gigahertz network to relieve the 2.4 gigahertz, but that did not help at all, or at least I didn't feel any improvement. So, because Daddy wants to be a big hero, Daddy buys a repeater. So this moves the hotspots closer to the devices. Many devices connect to the router. Some alternate between either the repeater or the router. So yeah, because the devices are moving around, yeah, or people are moving around. Basically, the Wi-Fi made a more stable impression, certainly, of course, because stronger signal compared to neighboring Wi-Fis or other radio services. However, the behavior of the Sonos system has not improved at all. So it rather became a little bit worse, is my opinion. You shouldn't forget that the dedicated connection between router and repeater also occupies part of the network. I also tried to prioritize the speakers in the router settings, but that did not help either. So I was about to order a Sonos Boost because it's being promoted everywhere. The Boost builds up a Sonos net with the advantage that it creates an independent network, which is also 100% suitable for the timing critical protocol, as I mentioned before, that the Sonos speakers need in order to function reliably. So this is a mesh actually. Another advantage is the increased range, because each speaker works like a repeater itself and represents a kind of hotspot for the other speakers. Then I asked myself whether a speaker could actually have the same function as the Boost itself. And then after a lot of search, and only as mentioned as a side note or a small print, I saw that Sonos Net can also be set by simply plugging a speaker via cable to the LAN without the Boost. In any case, that was exactly the solution. Since this change, and that's weeks ago, Sonos has been working 100% perfectly. And this had no negative impact, by the way, on the other Wi-Fi. The cable can be 20 meters long without a problem. If that's not enough for you, it might be time for a repeater anyway, or just a replacement speaker. To show that again in real life, I have a Sonos One and a repeater here. This can also be a router if you prefer it, but my router's in the basement, so this was more convenient for me. I start the Sonos app, go to System, then to Network. There I see that the Sonos channel is grayed out. I plug the speaker into the LAN with a network cable, Ethernet patch cable. And the Sonos starts blinking immediately and reconnects pretty quickly. The app takes a few seconds, like 30 seconds is the average, I think, by exiting the submenu and reviving, actually graying out the menu, and then coming back to life with sometimes a red dotted error message. But then the menu gets restored. Then back to the system and network, and you can see that the Sonos Net has been set up. Here it shows for channel 6, which works fine with me. Important note, if you select the plugged-in speaker in system via a product, you will see there that Wi-Fi is activated. This has to stay activated, because otherwise there will be no Sonos Net and the speaker will simply be just connected via LAN instead of Wi-Fi. So leave this setting as you see it here. By the way, in the routers menu, you can then see also that there's only one Sonos speaker left in the list of devices. Briefly, regarding the channel selection, if you are in an area with a lot of Wi-Fi noise from your neighbors, you can check your router to see which channel is used, how much in your area. Sonos only works in the 2.4 gigahertz range. There are 13 channels in Europe and I think 11 in the USA. In any case, the channels are somewhat overlapping, so that's showing the result. My router is on channel 1, obviously, so channel 6 is a fine choice for the Sonos Net, which has 1, 6 or 11.
So everything solved pretty well. One must not forget how timing critical this operation is with multiple speakers. Yeah? It has nothing to do with high bandwidths upstream, downstream, or short ping times. It has to do with synchronicity. So if there's even a shortest delay or gap between speakers, this would result in a hall or reverb. Maybe a little bit comparable to trying to sing in a chorus with multiple people in a Zoom or Teams meeting. I will show you a few examples which are linked in the description as well.
I know this is not going to work. I know that. But let's just try it. Let's just try singing it just so we can see how this doesn't work or whatever. Okay, so here we go. Do, re, mi, fa, so, re, do. No, it does not work. It does not work. Absolutely. Because if we try this, it's going to have to be.
Hey, everybody, I'm so excited. His grace has brought me safe thus far.
Okay, there were other distortions as well, yeah, or disruptions. Anyway, if this happens, if there's a slightest offset in the Sonos system, Sonos will mute your speakers to avoid having a distortion or a hall reverb, whatever. So, and I think that's the reason why these speakers will not even show in your app. This muting is okay, basically, but my opinion is Sonos could improve the app so that the app would notify you, guys, dude, this is happening right now, and that's why you are not hearing your speakers. Yeah, so letting you know what just happened, what the cause is, and how you can fix it. Yeah, this should basically be a function of the Sonos app. That's my opinion. And also, I don't want to doom the Sonos company. I think they've put together a very awesome product. So if you saved $100 for the Sonos Boost, get yourself just another pair of speakers. Final word. So I did not invent this cable trick. Yeah. You can read it in side notes. You hear it as a side remark. So for that reason, I'm shouting it loud on my channel right now, and I hope I could give you some interesting side facts. By the way, this also works with the IKEA Symfonisk speakers, where in another video I've released a nice hack. Link is up there. So feel free to write in the comments how many devices you found in your network, in your router list, and if how many Sonos speakers you have, if you have had trouble, if you were able to fix the trouble with the solution I gave you right now. Okay, stay safe and sound, and that's it for today. Bye bye.